Wow. They really just traded Russell Westbrook to the Washington Wizards for John Wall and the first round pick. That's crazy. That's insane. Let's talk about it.
Year I was in Dallas. That was the year Dirk won MVP.
Work that we did on the floor and a brotherhood. Where Kyrie became like a little brother to me, and just to help him mature into a championship caliber player, man.
Yo, what's good in the Jets? Shout out to Hooper's voice, yo. What up, what up, what up, what up?
About the Spurs culture is the people that they had is what made up the culture, and that's a combination.
Terry Rozier, man. Again, checking in. I need to follow Hooper's voice.
I'm saying basketball. I got what? No way, man. It's a girls' school, man. I'm not playing basketball.
Hey guys, welcome back. Your favorite inconsistent YouTuber is back. So the Houston Rockets traded Russell Westbrook to the Washington Wizards for John Wall and the first round pick. That's very confusing. Russell Westbrook went from averaging 27 points, 7 assists and almost 8 boards a game to having no trade suits in the offseason. And John Wall didn't play a lick of basketball all year round. And then they get traded for each other? Very confusing. Does it make sense? Who knows? But in regards to the Wizards, after seeing Bradley Beal average 30 points per game on a high usage rate, I don't see him and Westbrook meshing well. We all know that when it comes to ball dominant players being twinned with Russell Westbrook, it never really pans out well. Yeah, at first they'll try and make it work. They'll speak positive in the media about how they can't wait to play with each other. Happens every year to every new combo. And then over time, during this long NBA season, we will see the cracks in the works. Because quite frankly, man, it happens all the time in regard to Westbrook and another ball dominant player. And lastly, on the Wizard side of things, this move will have a major impact on the development of their draft pick. Like, Denny is one of the most talented players in the draft, even though he fell at 9. But this will definitely have a huge impact on his development in the NBA. Now, whether this is going to be a good impact or a bad impact, only time will tell, but it will definitely have an impact for sure. Houston. Oh boy, Houston. On the Houston side of things, man, they're trying everything to keep James Harden. They're really going to compete in the Western Conference with 2 players coming off Achilles tears. That is that's absurd. That's bravery. Now, Kevin Durant and other pros have said that Wall looks amazing. Some of them worked out with him in LA, some of them worked out with him in Miami, and they said he looks great, he's got his legs back. Even Gilbert Arenas said this too. Now, if that's the case, this could work, because I prefer the fit of Wall and Harden over Russ and Harden, and that's just of preference. And then when you add in DeMarcus Cousins, who has had a tough time in the NBA for the past few years, dealing with a lot of injuries, he's going to be a huge question mark in the kind of production he can provide at this stage of his career. Now, the main 2 factors in this trade working out for the Wizards are how is Coach Silas going to coach them? And 2, which I think is the bigger factor, is will James Harden change his playing style and be less ball dominant? Now, when you ask who won this trade, I'd have to say both John Wall and Westbrook, simply because they both demanded to be traded. They had undesirable contracts. Westbrook had no suitors, and now they're both in different situations, different teams. They got what they wanted, and they're not at bad teams. They both are playing with all-stars, so that's a good look. They both win. Now, when you ask which team won this trade, you'd have to definitely say both teams. The Wizards, they get a star in Russell Westbrook. They are now extremely relevant. No matter what anyone wanted to say about Russell Westbrook, he's must-see TV, especially during the regular season. And now with this trade, everyone wants to see if it's going to work. Plus, they have an extremely strong chance of making the playoffs. Not a high seed. I'm going to predict 7, 6, 7 or 8, and 6 is being very generous, but they can make the playoffs this year, which they haven't done in a very long time. Now, the Houston Rockets win also because they pair James Harden with another star. Despite him coming off injury, he was a star before he got hurt, which can hopefully prolong him staying in the Houston Rockets uniform, which is obviously what they want. everyone else, including me, wants him to go to the Brooklyn Nets. Not because of basketball purposes, but more because of 2K purposes. But that's another story for another day. And the Houston Rockets also get a draft pick. So I think both teams are happy with the trade. I don't think there are losers of this trade, possibly in the long run, but not right now. But the real winner in this trade is DeMarcus Cousins. He's finally paired up with John Wall after winning their championship together at Kentucky. So it's going to be a very, very interesting season this year. This is probably the biggest trade in the offseason that we've had so far, and I'm definitely looking forward to see what happens. And that's my take on this trade. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please like, share, and subscribe. And if you haven't subscribed already, please do. There's a huge percentage of you guys that watch my inconsistent videos that don't subscribe. So please do. And take care. We out. Peace.